August Lagerman joins us this morning to introduce us to his book, Shamanism in the 21st Century. And a testimonial for that book says that it is useful as it is interesting. And we welcome August Lagerman to Daytime Tri-Cities. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, Chris.
So this book was published first this past June.
Yes.
Talk to us about what does it mean to be a shaman?
A shaman is, there are different words for it. In most of North America, all the Indian tribes have medicine men and women. And they're natural healers. I don't use any chemicals, and I don't use any knives.
No cutting, no chemicals.
No cutting, no chemicals. Mm-hmm. And south of the border, Cuba, Mexico, down in Peru, the shaman is called a curandero, which is simply the Spanish word for a healer. Okay. And what shamans do is, I was once talking to a 90-year-old man, and he said, well, it's interesting, but it's too new age. And I said, well, they discovered caves in Europe and Asia, Siberia, that at least dated back 40,000 years. So shamans have been around since day one, and they do healing. And what we do is we work in your energy field. That's the energy around your body. And the first two steps of the process are an illumination. You have 7 chakras, 3 that connect us to the earth, the bottom 3. Then the heart connects us to one another. And then the 3, throat, third eye, and crown connect us to God. So what I do is check people when they come to me, and often find that the chakras are weak. Well, they have low energy. So what I do is take my pendulum out. This is a pendulum with a Baltic amber crystal, counterclockwise spin, and I remove all the negative energy from the chakras. I clear them all out. Then, when I'm sure they're all clear, what I do is put it in a clockwise spin, and I reboot their chakras. Then they get off the table with more energy, if that's all I'm doing. Mm-hmm. Now the other thing, the second part is extraction. In the case that you have attracted entities, demons, which require an exorcism, poltergeists who were once human, and something I do a lot of work in is curses.
And you've written about all of this in your book. What led you to write this book?
Well, people would ask me questions when they came, which is fine. And most people, when they get on the table the first time, are skeptical. But I can't find a skeptic after they get off the table because they experience it. And the extraction part is an important part because, well, let me give you one example.
Well, we're kind of running out of time right now, but I wanted to get into your background just a little bit. You've held several positions over the years. You've been in the military. This being an author is just one of the latest of what you've done with your life.
Yeah, I retired 14 years ago as a colonel in the Army. Mm-hmm. And if I can give just one example, one of my college students back about 6 years ago had been
I'm sorry, but they're telling me in my ear that we're running out of time, but Jan Carroll Publishing is where this book is available. Thank you for coming by and telling us your story today. The book is right there, that website right there at the bottom of the screen is where you can find this book. And just now we're going to head back over to the kitchen with Anna and Shauna.